Hey there friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt. We're back with some more Marvel Future Fight, and in today's video I actually wanted to wait till reset to show you guys because I've been noticing something over the last couple of days, and I don't know if it's just me, so I wanted to put it to you all and see what you guys think of it. So just going my daily stuff straight after reset, I happened to notice yesterday that we got rid of a lot of inactives in our alliance. A lot of people were kicked out, and we're a we're a very laid back alliance here. So if anyone wants to join, all we ask is that you actually just log into the game and check in, and that's pretty much it. We don't worry too much about alliance conquest, tournament stuff like that. So yeah, hit up Wilson's Heroes if you want. But it does bring me to a larger point. And it was yesterday actually that after I saw that, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to check my friend list. And as you can see, everyone here is up to date, but that's because yesterday I booted off 10 inactives, and they'd been inactive for like a long time. Some of them, admittedly I haven't checked for a while, but some of them it was like over 100 days. I was like, wow, I really should keep on top of that more often. And I'm starting to wonder as to why suddenly we're seeing this big drop in active players. So I thought I'd double check over on my free-to-play account. So if we head over to there, boom, you can see here that even on this one, yeah, great, I've sent my alliance points, thanks, I'll worry about that later. But the important stuff is here is that you can see there's still a lot of people. Some of these mostly, you can say mostly newer players due to their levels, but they are starting to fall off. But there's one here, Ferocious John. That's not a paid icon, I don't think. I believe that was one from one of the event quests where you could, you know, get from the tokens that you earn for the Hyperion. But it is still worrying when you see the animated icon people quitting out of the game, because they do, in general, tend to be the ones who have spent money on the game. And when you're losing your paid people, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with free to play, but obviously it's more of a problem when you start losing people who pay in the game than if you lose free to play players, because obviously it's the people who are paying who are keeping the old lights on. Let's have a quick look at his account actually, and let's see. You can see that it is a relatively new account. He certainly seems to be heading in the right way. He was building up, I mean, he's got a lot of tier 2 characters here. He'd built up the important ones to get him through a lot of early content in terms of Loki, Sharon Rogers, and Captain America. Building up, I guess, building up Luke Cage for PvP potentially. So yeah, it's a shame to see people like that leave, and it makes you wonder: are people leaving because of, you know, good reasons or bad reasons? Is it just a lull in the game? But you can see here, it was one of these, you can see this month we have the current mission, we have the Black Widow one. So it wasn't someone who went and spent out, say, you know, $10 to $50 on the Future Pass Ultimate or whatever. But it does bring us to a larger problem. And I think, especially since the birth of Dormammu GBR and the tier 4, you can see here my Tony here is, well, we're still only tier 2, we're pushing to get tier 3. And it's very difficult for this free-to-play account, so I can appreciate it's difficult for a lot of newer players, because you can only take in tier 3s to GBR Dormammu. And a lot of people are probably getting that FOMO, the fear of missing out. A lot of people are probably starting to feel very left behind in the game. And when you have a gap between the haves and the have-nots, and it starts widening, as we are seeing now in the game, it's something that may be causing quite a few alarm bells. Certainly, ever since we got Infinity Ultron, unfortunately, I can't pick Infinity Ultron with the free-to-play or any of the World Boss Legends, because you have to do certain challenges in order to unlock them, so I can't even do that. So let's skip back over to the main account where I have him unlocked, and we shall have a look. Okay, so back on the main account, and Oh, nice. He actually is my boss of the day anyway. That's good. That's a handy little thing. You can see I haven't re-rolled, so before you start saying, oh, you just re-rolled for him on the sly, no, I didn't. But you can see I've only just started to do the challenges now. And that's only because I managed to get Iron Man up to level 80 and he can crush this stage. Whereas before, with my cards, my level of Pierce, I was really struggling, and I could only do it with the Human Torch team with Maker lead and the Thing support passive, and that was a struggle to get through at like 4 minutes. Now I can just whip through. You can see here with Iron Man. Hopefully it doesn't slow down too much. Unfortunately with Ultron and my device it does still tend to slow down a little bit. I get a little bit of lag here and there. But you can see we do, oh, there you go, we get one good full rotation and do down to half energy. But we're going to keep going because we want to talk about the rewards. Oof. And you can see there, even at level 80, I nearly get one shot by Infinity Ultron, which shows how tough he is. And the rewards are key here, because I think this is one of the problems with the game at the moment and why a lot of people are stepping out. You've brought in new content, Infinity Ultron to go along with Null and Mephisto as World Boss Legends. You massively increase the difficulty, so you're asking people to do a lot more work and you're not giving them any greater rewards. And in the case of GBR, obviously with Dormammu, it's very difficult. If you go in solo and can barely complete it, then you'll find that going in with 2 other people, especially if you have to carry them because their team aren't as good as yours, you will struggle. And in fact, sometimes you won't even be able to get through, because obviously if you go in with 3 people, then Dormammu's HP increases by 3, which should make sense, but a lot of people assume it just stays the same and then they're wondering why they aren't clearing it a lot faster. But yeah, essentially we are getting harder content, we're being asked to do more work, and we're getting the same rewards. I mean, look here, they're supposed to be getting higher drops of Carbonadium and Life Seed, etc, etc. Oh, nice, we got a book, at least that's something. I was hoping more for a speed book, but hey ho, we'll take what we can get. And yeah, it's a bit worrying now, this trend we're seeing with Tier 4 Moon Knight and Tier 4 Iron Man coming out so soon. I think if they'd have stuck with 1 per month, then the amount of these saltines, I call them so, I'm always going to call them saltines because Soul of the Faltine is just a bit of a mouthful. It's very difficult to get enough of them to gear up, especially if you are unlucky with rolls like I've been. You can roll a 32 trying to get a gear from 25 to 26, so you know, it's not too bad with the skills, but obviously the skills don't really give you much because the actual buff effects don't improve, it's just the damage. And when you're trying to, you know, tier 4 multiple characters in 1 month, this is where I think the problem is, and this is what's going to push some people out of the game when they feel that they're getting too left behind. I'd love to know what you guys think. If some of you are starting to feel the pressure, if you're feeling like you're missing out because you can't get characters to tier 4 or past level 70, if you don't have the resources. I could theoretically go and buy this, and I don't know if that's what they're really trying to push the community to do. Now, unfortunately, I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not a Beast Mode or a Cynic Alex or a Godzillanator. I'm not even in the Star Creator program. I don't have enough people to be a YouTube partner subscribed. So, and I'm not saying that to make you guys feel sorry for me or anything. I'm just stating facts. That's just how it is at the moment. It's not a problem for me. I'm happy to be free to play. But it just means that I can't afford to go spending, you know, 40, 50 to £100 on buying kits. And another thing I've noticed, unfortunately, yeah, I've already re-rolled, so I don't know if we're going to see it today. I think I'm just going to have a fight here and just get it over and done with. And then, yeah, we'll just take on Leo. I know Leo's got a really great PvP team, so he's going to batter me here, but that's fine. I'm a autoplay scrub when it comes to timeline anyway. But the other thing I've noticed where we're not seeing as many people in the game is that sometimes when I'm re-rolling to obviously you want to min-max your rewards for timeline battle, and sometimes I'll see gold 1 stars and silver 4 stars up here in Vibranium League, and I'm thinking, well, that's not right surely, because everyone should be in their own league. And basically, whilst MFF devs keep the brackets separate in terms of what league you're in, it's still just one big pool that you're pulling from in terms of competitors for timeline battle. We're probably not going to get lucky, but let's see if we can find anyone. Nope, they're all Vibranium. It's typical, isn't it? It's Sod's Law that when I actually try to prove it, they don't bring anyone up. But yeah, it's a worrying stat that the actual pool of active players for timeline battle is very small, which is why you'll find at the beginning of the weekly reset, sometimes you'll face someone who's got 3 characters who are 1 star level 40, and you'll actually go and look to see if that is a real person or not, and they will be a real person, but the account hasn't been active for like 4 years or 5 years. And that's the real worry, is that we're seeing the actual active daily player base shrink. And I do feel that with the new tier 4s, if we're going to have more than 1 tier 4 per month, like we've done this month with both Moon Knight and Iron Man, we're either going to have to see a vast increase in rewards and then putting it into something like Timeline Survival or somewhere else, or we're going to risk more people leaving the game. I hope not. I hope I'm just worrying, needlessly, but that's just my thoughts. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.